Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Salve.
Buongiorno.
Ciao, come state?
Buongiorno.
Bien, grazie.
Tutti bene, good, good. Bene, passato bene il weekend?
Sì, molto bene.
Sì,
Bene, perfetto. Doug, come va?
tutto bene.
So today, I don't know if you've all received your email, but I sent you emotions and questions regarding the past tense that you can use also emotions now as well as describing whatever was happening in the past tense. So I want to continue just a little bit more with practice, and we are a small group tonight, so it's going to be much easier to get more practice time in. Okay, but before we do that, Nina, do you have your homework that you did, that 4.8 that you sent me, that I sent you back today, corrected?
Yes,
Okay, would you please read it for me so that we can all have the answers to that worksheet? I'm just going to bring it up.
okay, let me find it.
Okay, that's the worksheet. So for those that did it, I've sent you back the corrections. For those that didn't, then we're just going to read through it now, and then you can just check yourselves and see if you had the right verbs in there. The first verb, that decidere, was the one that threw a few people because they were using the plural, hanno deciso. It has to be in the singular because it's la mia famiglia. So la mia famiglia is singular. So la mia famiglia ha deciso. Okay, so that was the main thing. And Nina, then if you've got it, you can then go ahead and read it for everyone.
Ok. L'estate scorsa la mia famiglia ha deciso di fare una gita al mare. Siamo partiti al mattino presto con la macchina carica di cibo e giochi per i bambini. So that was siamo partiti.
Correct.
Il viaggio ha durato diverse ore, ma finalmente siamo arrivati alla spiaggia.
Good.
I miei genitori hanno spiegato ai bambini come comportarsi in acqua e come costruire un castello di sabbia. I bambini sono stati contenti e non vedevano l'ora di tuffarsi nell'acqua cristallina.
Good.
I miei genitori si hanno rilassato sulla spiaggia e hanno preso il sole.
Okay.
Durante il pomeriggio abbiamo deciso, again, di fare una passeggiata lungo la costa. Abbiamo scoperto una piccola baia nascosta e ci siamo seduti per ammirare il tramonto. Il colore caldo del cielo hanno riflesso sull'acqua e hanno creato un'atmosfera magica. Dopo la passeggiata siamo tornati ai nostri, I still can't get this one, scriggiamani sulla spiaggia e la mamma ha preparato un picnic. Abbiamo mangiato insieme guardando le stelle che hanno iniziato a brillare nel cielo notturno. I ragazzi hanno raccontato storie spaventose e hanno riso insieme.
Good.
Verso la fine della giornata ci siamo preparati per tornare a casa. Abbiamo raccolto i nostri giocattoli e abbiamo riposato le sedie alla spiaggia. Abbiamo salutato la spiaggia con un sorriso, promettendo di tornare presto per un'altra avventura indimenticabile.
Okay, good. Excellent. There was just one thing I just need to double check with you.
Sì.
In the second paragraph, I miei genitori, did you have si hanno rilassato or si sono rilassati?
Hanno rilassato?
Okay, that was wrong. It should be si sono rilassati.
Oh, sono?
Yeah,
Okay.
si sono rilassati. Okay, other than that, everything else was right. I just want to go through some of the pronunciation. So in the first paragraph, that was fine. The word gita. Hanno deciso di fare una gita al mare. Okay. And then the word that is getting everybody is that asciugamani, the towel. Asciugamani. So to get that word, break it into syllables. Asciugamani. Asciugamani. All right.
I think what's hard is the SCIU being
Yes.
shoe.
Yes. So whenever you see an SCI, it's a sh. So it's a sh sound. And then your U is the U because your vowels are constant. A, E, I, O, U. So a, shu, ga, mani. Okay. All right. Was there anyone else? Did everyone get the verbs? Do we need to go through them again? Does anyone have any questions? Just checking with everyone. All good? Okay, so then we can move on to the worksheet that we want to do today. Excellent. Okay, let me just pull it up. All right, so the emotions, obviously, these are the emotions as in adjectives. When you use them in your sentences to describe whatever it is you want to say, you're going to conjugate them. I'm not going to go into the rules of conjugation as yet because that will come in a further lesson. But for now, just see if you have an instinct on how to conjugate them if you're going to use them to describe something that you want to describe. Obviously, you're going to conjugate them if you're feminine to feminine and if you're male to masculine, and then try and use them together with your sentence in the past tense. Okay, so I just want to go through the screen and see who we have so we can start. Okay, so we'll start right at the beginning with Mary Beth. It's your fault. It's your fault for being on the top of the screen. You see, I'm going to go down the screen.
I didn't do that. All right.
Okay.
Il mio primo giorno di scuola elementare, ho pianto perché non ho voluto lasciare mia mamma. Mi sono sentita spaventata.
Bene. Penso che tutti si sentivano così il primo giorno di scuola elementare. Non ho ancora conosciuto un bambino che è stato contento andare a scuola. Sì?
Sì.
Good, perfetto. Ok. Doug, il tuo primo giorno di scuola?
Niente. I don't remember anything.
No? Okay, make
No,
something
that
up.
was
Make
that was
something
too
up.
long ago.
Make something up in the past tense.
Primo giorni di scuola elementare, io ho speranzo.
Cos'è speranzo? What do you want to say in English?
I don't know. I hoped that I'd finish. I don't know.
Oh, well, then you can say, ho avuto speranza. I had hope. Ho avuto speranza. Okay? Nina?
Il primero giorno di scuola elementare ho giocato in a swing set.
Ho giocato nel
Sì.
swing set, col swing set o nel swing set.
Nel swing set.
Ok?
Sì.
Bene, ok. Benedette, com'era il tuo giorno della prima elementare?
Il primo giorno di scuola elementare, um, ah, oh my gosh. Oh,
Drawn a blank.
complete blank. Un bambino era stava facendo come si dice tantrum?
Si era arrabbiato
Era arrabbiato in aula.
in aula.
In aula.
In aula. E come ti sei sentita tu il primo giorno di scuola? Come ti sentivi? Eri contenta? Eri triste? Avevi
Oh.
paura?
Ero triste e ansiosa,
Ansiosa?
of course.
Ok, good. Deborah, ti ricordi il tuo primo giorno di scuola?
Il primo giorno di scuola elementare ho giocato con una casa delle bambole.
Una casa di bambole.
Una casa de bambole.
Bene, e come ti sentivi? Eri triste,
ero-
contenta?
Ero felice.
Bene. Sono stata felice.
Sono stato oh, you know what? So ero is not, you have to say sono stato felice, not ero felice.
Ero is also fine, but we want to do past tense. So ero is
Oh, okay.
imperfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So you would say sono sentita felice.
Sono stata felice. O
O sono stata felice.
sono
Oh.
stata felice o mi sono sentita felice.
Oh, okay. Mi sono sentita felice. Okay.
Because remember, the emotions are now your adjectives, which you're describing yourself, but you still have to use your verbs before that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Jan, com'era il tuo giorno di elementare?
Il primo giorno di scuola elementare, mi ricordi di quel giorno, the first day of school, okay? Sono stata paura e timidezza perché era il primo giorno senza mia mamma e sono non conoscere nessuno.
Okay, let's break that sentence up because it's a nice long one, so everyone can see now to correct it. Let's get it right. So read it again slowly. I'm going to actually type it up on the screen so you can all see it. Okay. Read it again.
Sono stata paura e timidezza perché era il primo giorno senza mia mamma e sono non conoscere nessuno.
Good. Okay. So, sono stata paura. You've got 3 verbs there. Okay.
Okay.
So you can't have 3 verbs. So you either have sono stata and then you have another description, or if you're going to use the word paura, you're going to say ho avuto. Okay, so you can't have sono stata paura because you're not changing location. Remember, your essere is change of location or change of state, of from something to something else. Now you're just saying I had fear. So you have to say ho
Avuto.
avuto.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
Ho avuto paura and I was shy. So how would you say I was?
So era.
No, we're using past tense, not
Oh,
imperfect.
okay. So I was is
Yeah.
so I can't say sono stata.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay, now you
Okay.
won't say timidezza, you're gonna say timida.
Timida.
Yeah. Okay. Perché instead of era, which is imperfect, what was the past tense?
The past tense is I had shy or sono stata.
No, that's
Or-
fine. Now we're going to, it was the first day.
Stato.
Stato, good. Il primo giorno senza mia mamma e sono non conoscere nessuno. Now you've got a verb and an infinitive. So you're going to have to change your infinitive to what is the past tense of conoscere?
Conosciuto.
Good, conosciuto. And do you use essere or avere before conosciuto?
Avere. Non ho conosciuta for her.
Non ho conosciuto because you're
Conosciuto,
using
sì.
avere, so you're not
Yeah.
agreeing. E non ho conosciuto nessuno. Okay. Okay, so that's how you would have conjugated it in the past tense.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. All right. Next one. La prima volta che hai viaggiato da sola. We've had this question before, so I hope, Mary Beth, you're going to answer it nicely for me.
Non ho viaggiato da sola,
Mai.
ma se ho fatto, non mi divertirei.
Non mi
Divertirei.
divertirei. Brava. Good. Okay. Next, let's go. Okay, Doug, this one I know you did. La prima volta che hai viaggiato da solo, come ti sei sentito?
Yeah, well, I did it before, but now I have to find it again.
Okay, wait, find it and then I'll come back to you.
No,
Yeah.
that's all right. I'll wing it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't do this one, but I'll try it. La prima volta che hai viaggiato da sola. Io ho 12 anni.
Io ho
avuto, ok, 12 anni e sono andato a Amsterdam.
Ah, e come ti sei sentito viaggiare da solo?
Say that again.
Come ti sei sentito viaggiare da solo? Sei stato contento o sei stato triste o sei stato o avevi paura?
I don't know.
So you could say ho
so-
avuto paura, I was afraid, o sono stato contento, I was happy.
Sono stato ansioso.
Ansioso. Good. So
Okay.
sono stato ansioso. Okay. Nina. Okay, let's go to the next question. Quando hai superato l'esame di guida, come ti sei sentita?
Actually, I don't know what that means.
Okay, quando hai superato l'esame di guida? When did you get your driver's license or when did you pass
Oh,
your
oh.
driver's
Sí,
exam?
sí, sí. Sí. Cuando.
Come ti sei
Oh.
sentita?
Sono stato orgoglio,
What in English?
proud,
Proud? Oh,
proud,
orgogliosa.
orgogliosa. Okay.
Orgogliosa.
Orgogliosa.
So your answer
Eh.
is mi sono sentita orgogliosa.
Mi sono sentita orgogliosa.
Good, eh?
Sì. Ho avuto 16 anni o 15 anni, no, ho dimenticato.
What, how old? 16 or 17?
15 or 16, I don't remember.
Let's say 16.
Sì.
16.
16
E ho
anni.
avuto 16 anni. Okay,
16
good.
anni.
All right. Who answered the question, quando ti sei laureato o laureata?
I answered them all.
Okay, good. Mary Beth, then tell me, quando ti sei laureata?
Quando mi sono laureata, mi sono sentita orgogliosa. Sono la
Bene.
prima persona nella mia famiglia a diplomare all'università.
Ok, sono la prima persona di diplomarmi
Diplomarmi.
all'università. Perfetto. Good. Come ti senti durante il colloquio per il tuo attuale lavoro? Okay, who knows what that means and who was brave enough to answer that question?
This is Jan, I tried.
Okay,
is-
good.
This is asking about the interview for your job.
Yes. How did you feel at the meeting
Okay.
for your actual job?
So I put, sono stata sperata per il lavoro.
Sono stata disperata o sperata?
Sperata, hopeful. I was trying to say I was hopeful for the job.
Ok. Ho avuto speranza per il lavoro.
Speranza, okay.
Hmm? Good. Anyone else want to give it a shot? No? Okay, next question. Come ti sei sentita o sentita il primo giorno di lavoro? Okay, let me go to Bernadette. You're all sitting there too quiet. Bernadette, you're on mute.
Thank you.
No problem.
Il primo giorno di lavoro sono stata nerviosa.
Sono stata nervosa.
Nervosa.
Good. Sì.
E come si dice excited? I'm not seeing that.
Eccitata.
Sono stata anche eccitata.
Bene. Bravissima. Ok.
Did you also say emozionata?
O emozionata, yes. Good. Emotional about it, yes.
That doesn't
Bene.
mean excited?
Emozionata, not really excited because it means more emotional, like you're more emotional about it.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes it's difficult because Italian has different words which they mean something completely different to what the English does. And they try and convey a different thing. So emozionata, you can be like if you're watching a movie that is, very dramatic or something, you can also be emozionata. It's something
Mm.
that draws emotion. Okay, good. All right. Who wants to answer il primo giorno del matrimonio? Who's happily married? That's a good question. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna try.
okay, go.
Okay, I know I'm gonna mess it up, but that's okay. It's good learning.
Yes.
Sono stata nervosa, ma felicissima.
Oh, excellent. Sono stata nervosa e felicissima.
Felicissima, sì.
Nice. Felicissima is nice because you've made it even more than felice. Good. Sono stata felicissima. Ok. Come ti sei sentita al tuo primo appuntamento? Il primo appuntamento is your first date. That's how they refer to your first date. Il tuo primo appuntamento. Chi si ricorda il primo appuntamento? I know these questions are like donkey's years ago. But it's good practice for past tense conversation. Okay, who's going to give it? Who can remember their first date? Okay, who can remember a recent date or a recent maybe get together with their friend or a family member that they haven't seen for a long time? No? Come on. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick on you.
So can you say sono stata, okay, because maybe I'm using too many verbs. Sono stata paura?
You're not going to say sono stata. You're going to say ho avuto paura.
Ho avuto. Okay. So this is where I'm getting mixed up, is that because I'm reflecting to myself, I want to make it essere.
Yes.
But avuto is avere, so I'm getting mixed up with the message when it's essere versus when it's avere.
Okay, so when you're talking about emotions, remember it's a change of state that you're going to use essere. Okay? It's a little bit difficult to explain with these emotion things because some of them take avere and some of them take essere, and I understand that you're going to be confused. This is something that you're going to have to practice, and this is why I've brought it up, because that's why I would like you to express to me these emotions so that you can learn which emotions take avere and which emotions take essere. So that's
So
where
it's not a rule that all emotions
no,
which have a change in your behavior is going to take essere. So it's really memorize which ones have avere versus which ones are essere. Sa paura is one that is avere
correct,
all the time, whether it's reflective or not.
correct, because
Okay.
because fear is fear. It's not a change of state. It's fear. And I know you're going to say, yeah, but I wasn't fearful before I did this, so it's a change of state. It's not. It's just because fear is fear, but embarrassment, it takes essere, because embarrassment is a change of state for some reason. So that's
Oh,
why
no,
we have to go through this list, and you have to practice what the emotion is, so that you can start understanding which one uses essere and which one uses avere.
Thank you, because I was under the impression that whenever it is reflective to you on these emotions, that it is essere. And so now I understand that it's sometimey. So that works for me. That works perfect for me. Okay, so then I can change this.
Yes.
I can what was the one I said? It was about the date, right?
Yes.
So that one ho avuto paura.
Exactly. And my question is now, why are you going on a date that makes you fearful?
I'm quite excited, but you're excited. So that was ma emozione
Emozionata.
emozionata.
And again, this is a nice example to use emozionata because it's an emotional situation. So that's why you use emozionata. If you say eccitata, I was excited. Ok? Quando hai scoperto di aspettare un figlio? Who has had that experience of expecting a child? Who wants to answer that question? Mary Beth, come ti sei sentita o quando hai scoperto?
Quando ho scoperto di aspettare un figlio, mi sono sentita, I wanted to say love, amore, mi sono sentita amore. Speranza.
Ho sentito amore. Not mi sono sentita, because you didn't feel love for yourself.
Ah, okay,
So, ho sentito tanto amore.
okay. Speranza e emozionata.
Ho sentito tanta speranza e emozionata. Good. Nice. Ok, e quando è nato tuo figlio, come ti sei sentita? Anyone else want to try that one? No? Mary Beth, you want to do that one as well?
The next one?
Sì, quando è nato, come ti sei sentita?
Quando è nato mio figlio, mi sono sentita stanca
Sì?
e sopraffatta.
Brava. Perfetto. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to ask you, Doug. I'm sure you're going to remember this one. Quando ti sei ubriacato la prima volta, come ti sei sentito e quando è stato?
I'm not gonna know how to answer this one. Quando
Quando mi
Sì.
sono ubriacato, mi sono sentito?
Yeah, I don't know. Quando mi sono ubriacato, mi sono delusiato,
Sono stato deluso.
deluso, ok.
Ok. E con chi eri? Con chi eri?
Con i miei amici.
Con i miei amici. Good. Okay. I want you to remember one thing. These conversations, they're here so that you can express yourself, not to put you under pressure and to try and see whether you know how to use the past tense or not. I want you to try and get to use what you're learning into your conversation. So when you say something, I want you to think about what you want to say. Say it in English, and if you don't know in Italian, tell me in English so we can put it into Italian, so that then you can start getting to practice that conversation. Because if you don't practice it, it's just going to make you feel very frustrated and like you haven't got to that point where you can converse. So it's all well and good to learn the grammar, but your points are to converse. So you need to push yourself. Doesn't matter. Even if you talk nonsense and you make things up, it doesn't matter. As long as you're using those verbs and using those expressions so that I can correct you, and then you can start learning how to say the things correctly. Okay, so even if you have to make things up, it's fine, because it's obviously, this is not to find out anything or get you to speak about things you're not comfortable with or anything. They're just the questions so that you can see how the question is formulated, what the question means, and how would you answer that question, and how would you use what you've learned with the grammar in answering that question. Okay, so your homework, if you would like to do it as practice, is take these questions and put a couple of sentences together of how you would express yourself. And I always say this to my students. You are learning Italian because most of you want to go to Italy. Most of you want to move to Italy. Most of you are going to engage with your family members and friends and neighbors. And the Italians are very nosy people. They're gossipy people, and they love to know things about you. So when you start speaking to your family and friends, they're going to ask you these kind of questions because they want to know about you, how your lives have been, and all these things. So you are going to want to express yourself, and this is how you get to practice. Okay, so if you do that and you send me your sentences, I can correct them for you, and then you can see where you're going wrong, where you're getting stuck, where you're getting tongue-tied, and then I can help you, you know, overcome that hurdle and just get you to speak. All right. Okay. Good. I hope that wasn't too difficult and not stressful. These lessons are not made to be stressful for you. They're made to help you speak, because I know a lot of you have had lessons in Italian. You've had some grammar lessons. It's a lot of confusion. So let's try and put them together and get you to speak and you know, get over that hurdle. All right. Good. Okay, so I'm going to look forward to getting your sentences during the course of the week. Even if you do one sentence, you know, don't wait and do the whole worksheet and then send me the whole worksheet and rush to do it because, you know, the lesson's coming up. That's not what it is about. If you want to do one sentence a day and send it off to me, is this right? I'll mark it for you and I'll tell you, yes, it's right, or say it like this. Do that. I want you to practice. Italian has to be, if you're really serious about wanting to speak it, you've got to do it on a daily basis, even if it's just a couple of sentences a day. Okay. And sending me emails about something you want to say is you practicing. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I want for you. Okay. Good.
That's super helpful. Thank you so much for saying that.
It's a pleasure. That's, you know, these lessons are not formal lessons where you have to do homework and you know, the class listens to what you know. No, this is here to get you to speak because that's what you guys want. So let's do that. So, but you have to force yourselves, because if you don't force yourselves and contribute yourself to these things, you're not going to get far. You're just going to sit back and say, I wish I'd said that, or I could have said that. And if you're scared of making a mistake and you don't say it, that's even worse, because that's when you don't learn. All right. Good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I shall then wait to hear from you during the course of the week, and then I will see you at the next lesson.
Va bene.
Va bene.
Grazie.
Grazie
Prego.
mille.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.